What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Overdose. I'm your host, Jaye. Today I'm joined with a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Bella.
Bella, how familiar are you with red pill type of content?
Pretty slightly familiar. Let's just say slightly.
Okay. All right. Well, you might be in for a treat today. But where can they find you if they want to follow you?
So you can find me on Instagram. My handle is @BellaDima, DIMA 2 underscores.
All right. I'm going to put that in the link description below because that was a little much.
I know, that was a lot.
But today's video we're watching is the number one thing men don't understand about women. Now, before we even get started with the video, what would be your answer to that? What is the number one thing men don't understand about women?
I think just maybe how emotional we are as creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, to kind of be able to communicate properly, you need to understand like the emotions that go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody handles and projects emotions all differently. So
yeah. Okay. So just handling emotions and understanding those emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's see what he says.
It's backwards. You would think that the men who are loyal and driven and committed to just her are the men she wants. No. It's the guy who flakes on her.
Guys, before we get into the video, man, I have
hold on.
huge and exciting news for y'all, bro. To celebrate getting to 100K, not there yet.
The number one thing that most men do not understand about women, right? 99.99% of men do not seem to still understand this about chicks, right? You live your life, you hear, oh, the girls like this, but you never truly know what is this one thing that you don't know yet, right? Guys, the number one thing, let me get straight into it. The number one thing that most men don't know about women is women say they want fairy tales, but they really don't. It's all a lie. She does not want a fairy tale. Women do not want fairy tales. They put up this image, they put up this persona that they want things to be sunshine and roses, but that's not what they really want. Let me give you a first example. Number one.
Hold on, before he goes into an example, do you believe that to be true?
Not really. I think women want something real. I don't think that they want fairy tales.
Okay.
I think maybe initially they might want something like, something like they would see in the movies. But I think when it comes down to, I think women just want something real.
Okay.
And whether that be crazy, whether that be like mad or,
Wait,
boring,
what?
like crazy, like in terms of like, sometimes like couples really get into it like in a crazy way. Like, you see some chicks that are like kind of psychotic.
Okay.
If that's how they feel, that's real. That's real life.
Okay, so in your experience as a woman, and I'm guessing you have female friends as well, you don't experience that women portray that they want a loyal, a nice, quote unquote, nice guy, but then they go for like the quote unquote bad guys.
I mean, yes, that's a recurring thing. But I don't know. Are you saying that like loyal guys are like a fairy tale that's like hard to obtain or something?
When I say, because loyal is subjective as well as it is not necessarily dependent on their relationship. So for instance, she may say, I want a guy to always pay attention to me, be on me all the time. Yeah, and then they chase
somebody who completely does not do
that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Women oftentimes do that.
We're getting somewhere. All right.
We get somewhere.
Women always leave nice guys. Why is this? Why are nice guys always last?
Wow.
Why are you watching my video? I was a nice guy. I used to be, hey, I'm whatever woman wants. How come that didn't work out? How come nice guys are so frustrated? If women want fairy tales, if they want everything to go so well, why are the guys who give them that last? Why are the guys who go above and beyond last? Does that make sense? That's like me saying, hey, can you give me a burger and fries? And then when you give me a burger and fries, I say I want a pizza. I get mad at you for giving me a burger and fries, and I say, man, you should have known that I wanted a pizza. That's how women really work. Hey, I want a nice guy. I want a fairy tale. I want to ride off into the sunset. But when you give her that, she gets upset at you she leaves you. Why is that? Women.
I see you over there shaking your head and moving and driving. What are your thoughts?
Obviously, this dude's been hurt before. It's obvious he's been hurt in the past. Some girl did him really wrong, didn't appreciate him, and that happens, and that's life. You know. What would
you don't feel like you don't feel like that's not just that one girl that hurt him, but that is probably the majority of girls who maybe act in that way.
Well, my question is, for men, why are you guys chasing those kinds of girls? That's the question. Like, you know, at the end of the day, if that person's not right for you and you're not right for that person, like it's just never gonna work out no matter what happens. You could give her the world, and at the end of the day, if she doesn't feel it, she doesn't feel it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I understand completely what you mean, but I think the question is, why does she not feel it if you are doing the things that she says that she wants? I think that's the overall question of this whole entire video. Actually.
Yeah, then maybe it's...
Because we know, we can tell you what we want. We want a girl that's pretty, that's, you know, nice body, et cetera, that's feminine, blah, blah, blah. And if we get that, obviously we're going to stick around with that woman for a very long time. Now, we may stray, but we're going to come back to that person that's still feminine.
Why do you stray? Why do you have to put that in there?
That's because that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But we can get to it really, really quick because that's just how male mammals are just programmed like that.
How girls are sometimes programmed is that, you know, they don't always say exactly what they mean. You know, that's how girls work. Let's say like, I mean, it is true. Like sometimes like, you know, I would want something, but I won't necessarily say it out loud. I would just automatically expect that other person to kind of get my vibe, you know, and I mean, that's just that's how women work sometimes.
Let's dig deep into this because I really love this conversation. So you don't think as a person who kind of like, what do they call it? Like fucking makes the world go round. You should be the one who say what you mean and mean what you say versus you may say something but not actually mean that something. Because obviously we are the chasers. We are the ones that's pursuing you guys. So if you are more clear of what you want, we are the ones who probably going to change to be that.
Yeah. What was your question?
My question is, wouldn't it be beneficial for women to be more honest?
Yes, but like you said, sometimes that's just not how we're programmed.
Gotcha.
Just like how men are programmed to always look at like 5 different girls when they already have one.
Hold on, look at. That's a problem, just looking at?
Like you said, that's a whole nother conversation.
Hold on, no. I gotta touch you real quick. Hold on. So it's a problem to look at.
Honestly, it depends on how you're looking. Okay, it depends. I mean, literally, my most recent issue with men, not men, but like my most recent issue that I have seen that men are doing, specifically guys that I know who have girlfriends. Okay. I'll go on Instagram and I'll see this like beautiful girl who's obviously kind of like, you know, she's popular on Instagram. And his name, mind you, he would have a girlfriend 5 years. Okay. His name is on every single picture that this girl is posting.
Who cares?
Who cares?
I can see if he was in the comment section like, oh my God, you're so amazing. I want to fuck you right now. But if he just likes a picture, then who cares?
I don't know. Every single picture, every single provocative picture that she's posting, every single one. Yes. And you have a girlfriend, and that's okay?
100%. So, okay, hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit. Everything has context to it. That's what I believe. Every single thing has context. Because I don't know 100% his context and why he's doing it. Because he could literally be the person who likes everything. Like he just scrolls, oh, this girl fine, like, oh, this girl fine, like, oh, this girl fine, like, blah, blah, blah. So for me, it's not a necessarily red flag that would pop up. Now, if he did that to a specific person and he didn't like everyone else, then it might be a problem issue. It wouldn't even be a problem. It would be a, hey, let me pay attention to this thing.
I think that the only person whose opinion really matters, though, is the girlfriend. How does the girlfriend feel
No,
about it?
I definitely don't agree. I think it's both. I think it's the man opinion and the woman's opinion because, again, me personally, for instance, I'm a person who, if I follow you, I'm going to support you no matter what. So I don't care if I got a wife and 10 kids, married and blah, blah, blah. If I see a fire photo, I'm going to put fire emojis under it. If I see a dope photo, I'm like, oh, that was dope, blah, 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 blah. I'm a very supportive person.
Okay.
So he could be a very supportive person in the context of just liking photos.
Okay, and I think at the end of the day, if that's what you choose to do, you're gonna have to find a partner who is very comfortable with that. Because not everyone is.
Okay.
That is the fairest statement.
Yes.
Not every girl operates that way where she's like, oh yeah, don't care, you do that, I do that, whatever. You know, I think at the end of the day, and it's the same thing that kind of pinging it back, you know, to this topic. At the end of the day, it's, you know, how does that one person feel about the other, you know? And it's if a dude is giving me all the attention, giving me exactly what I say that I want, and I genuinely am there for him, and I want him to be that person to give me everything, he wouldn't be finishing last. You know, he would be the number one person that, you know, I would pick. But if it's like a dude that's giving me all of his attention, and I'm like, you know, not really interested in him, he'd probably finish last.
Okay.
Do not like fairy tales. Women love men who give them emotional turmoil, emotional roller coaster. Fairy tales do not provide that. Nice guys do not provide that. A nice guy, he's trying to walk on eggshells so his queen is never offended. So his highness is never upset. But him being so scarcity mindset, him living in a world where he's scared to offend her, only drives her away from him, only pushes her further and further away. That's what she said she wanted, right? Fit, what do we do? She says she wants this. She says she wants a guy to be nice to her. She says she wants a fairy tale. She says she wants you to do this, this, and that. But what happens when you do? Can I get back with you? Can I let you know? Oh, you start hearing, can I let you know? You like, Fit, what did I do wrong? I took her on 3 dates. I was nice to her. I called her every night. I talked to her on the phone when she was sad. But she ended up still leaving.
That's what we want.
Because what they tell you is not what they really
Wait, hold on, wait, say it again.
I said that's what we want.
Oh, you're saying that sarcastically of saying that that's not what you want. So why do you say that?
No. I'm saying that is what we want. I mean, if we need somebody to be there and be an emotional like support, then and he's providing that, of course, that's what we want. That's nice to have.
That sounds like a friend zone type of dude. That's you keep in there danglings to give him like let him be your comfort person while you go mess around with the quote unquote bad guy alpha guy thing.
See, this is why I think men just like all of a sudden already have it in their mindset that they have to be like a bad dude to get a girl.
When I say bad, I don't know if you and I mean the exact same
like
thing.
Like a fuckboy.
So yeah.
You think so? Like,
yes.
Okay, if this is you approaching a girl, you're taking her out on dates, you automatically want to be a fuckboy.
It's not necessarily want to be a fuckboy, but fuckboy tendencies. So it's not necessarily being like a bad person, but it's showing that, hey, I have options and everything that comes with that. So for instance, a quote unquote nice guy may be like, you might do something like you might be on a date, you look at your phone and a nice guy would just be like, oh, okay, she's on her phone, okay, cool, whatever. But then the fucking quote unquote bad guy or whatever be like, hey, put your phone up. I don't do the phone things on dates.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I would prefer that kind of guy to tell me like exactly how he feels and when he wants it. And like that's the thing, like being a nice guy doesn't mean being like a pushover or like a a pussy.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, like being a nice guy is genuinely just doing the right thing to a woman, like, you know, treating her fairly, treating her right. Okay, like you don't have to be like, oh, I'm gonna bring you flowers every single date. I'm gonna pay for every single meal.
Gotcha.
That doesn't qualify you as a nice guy. A nice guy is genuinely, are you a stand-up person or not?
Okay.
And if a woman can see that, she's a woman to keep. If she doesn't, then, you know, leave her ass. I mean, is that easy?
Okay. No, I would agree with that. Okay. Still getting somewhere.
You go give a woman a burger and fries and she's gonna get upset at you because she wants pizza. She doesn't want a fairy tale. She doesn't want things to be smooth. She wants up and down, up and down, up and down. But if she tells you that, she's gonna come across as unstable and it's gonna scare men away. This is what women do. They want men who have already figured this out. You have to figure this out. You give her a fairy tale, she's gone. You give her a white picket fence, she's gone. Everything is perfect, she gets bored. Why do you think that we are living in a world right now, especially in the United States, where there's a 50% divorce rate? I'm sure a lot of those guys were trying to give their women the world. But what happens? When you give women what they want for so long, they get, I'm not sure if I really want that anymore. Nice guy.
Do you find that to be true?
I think that yes, women do tend to get bored very easily. Yes. Okay. But it doesn't mean that in order to shake up her boredness or her boredom, or to kind of like shake it up, you got to be an asshole. It doesn't mean that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so but how would you shake up the boredom then?
It's different for every relationship.
Okay, give advice to the guys that are watching. So then how would you shake it? So if not being an asshole is the not the right way you say to do it, then what would be the right way to make the spikes go up and down? One suggestion I would be is just be spontaneous and maybe do some spontaneous different things. Like for instance, I think I was watching a video like yesterday with actually one of your friends, and the guy suggested that just when you in the car, just pull over to the side of the road and fuck her in the car, like something that's very spontaneous, that just all just like that type of thing. That's the only advice I can give.
I mean, I like that. Be spontaneous. Ask her, like, hey, babe, what do you want to do? You know, tell me what you want to do. Let's do it. Or, like, maybe sometimes you tell her what you want to do. You know, you say, you decide. Because that's actually something women won't say that they want, but they actually want. They want a dude who is, like, ready to go with the plans, not someone who's always... Leads. Exactly. Like, hey, you know what? Stop what you're doing today. I don't care what it is. Just stop what you're doing today. We're gonna go do something together. You know, and I'm gonna show you. Okay. So like,
I would agree.
Ladies like that.
I would agree.
Guys are always last because of this. Fairy tales are a lie, illusion that she tells you. So you give her what she wants, and she's on to the next guy. That brings me to my second point. Women say they want a fairy tale, but they always want men who have other women. How does this make sense? This is the second point. If you want a fairy tale, what's a fairy tale? She meets Prince Charming, right? Prince Charming is there. They get married, they ride off into the sunset, they have kids, everything is perfect. How come women are always chasing the guys who have other women? Shouldn't you want the man that just wants you? Shouldn't you want the man that doesn't have no other options? Shouldn't you want the man that doesn't want no other women? Why are the guys with more women be more successful? It's backwards. You would think that the men...
I see you over there shaking your head. What are your thoughts? What are your
You're
thoughts?
going to compare it to, what's his name, Dan?
No, I don't think he's comparing it, but he's just putting photos up there to give a
illusion
visual.
That this is what women want.
No.
Or women want a dude who has this, is what he's saying.
Okay, hold on. This is a very complex thing because you're saying a lot of different things. Yes, I would agree that yes, women do want that. Meaning like they don't want you to like boast about it, but they want to feel like and know that you have other options available, but you still chose her. That's what I in my life I've seen. The more women that want me, more women that want me, kind of thing. Now, the first thing that you said about I even basically forgot about the first thing that you said, but you don't believe that to be true?
I mean, I think that when a woman look at a guy like Dan, they're not looking at the fact that he has options. They're looking at the fact that he's got money.
No, yes, both. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I like what you said, though, at the end, where you were like, a girl wants to know that out of the options that he had, he chose her. I agree with that.
Okay, so let me do some pushback. Would you, as a person, as a woman, like a guy to have no options or a guy to have options?
I don't know. To me, I'm not trying to chase a guy that also has a lot of girls chasing him, or I don't really find that to be attractive. I don't. That's me personally. Now, I have seen a lot of like my really close friends who are consistently chasing after a guy who is also involved with another girl. That to me
sounds like a good time.
Sounds like a good time.
I said, sounds like a good time.
It could be. I don't think it's ever come to that though. That's the sad part. But you know, like, no, that to me that's not very attractive. Okay, like if I know you're a good-looking man, obviously women are interested in you, and you chose me. That's nice to know. Of course, I really like that. But if I'm over here, or sorry, if you're over there and you're attractive, you know you're attractive, and you know you got options, and I wouldn't be into that.
Okay, so my follow-up question would be, would you like guys who chase you and get you? Okay, let me actually rephrase that question. Do you normally date guys who chase you and get you, or you chase them and got them?
No, I mean, I want to be the one who's chased.
You don't, hold on. You want to be the person who's chased?
Yeah, I want I want the guy chasing me. I mean, I want to know that he's interested in me.
Okay.
You know?
That's different, because a lot of women would say the opposite.
That they want to chase?
Yes, because that's the high value dude. That's the dude with options. That's the dude that every girl goes after, like the Chris Browns and Trey Songz of the world.
I mean, you know, when you look at a city like Atlanta, when you look at the world that we're in, yes, obviously, but I think deep down those girls would want those guys chasing them back.
Okay.
You know?
Got you.
But you know, it is kind of a thing in women where we sometimes like want what we can't have.
Yeah, I think that's all humans though.
So like they'll do the chasing. They really want the dude to be chasing them back. They see that that's not happening, and they feel like they have to try harder. At that point. And I don't understand that method, to be honest. I've never been that person, and I will never be that person. But I'm sure a lot of the girls these days are, and I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I can't speak for them.
I get it.
Who are loyal and driven and committed to just her are the men she wants. No, it's the guy who flakes on her. It's the guy who doesn't respond to her messages. It's the guy who takes hours, days to get back to her. That's the guy she wants the most. How does that make sense? How is that the fairy tale you said you wanted? I thought you said you wanted peace and harmony and no issues. But when a guy comes around and he gives you that, you don't want that. You want the guy who has all the chicks around him. Just take, for instance, guys. Prime example. You go to a concert. Her favorite singer amongst hundreds of thousands or even just thousands of other girls. They're all screaming for the same man. That man is not committed to none of them. But they still all screaming for him. But she's going to tell you she wants a fairy tale. Make that make sense to me. How can a woman say she wants a fairy tale? Hey, I want a guy who's committed to just me. But you want that guy to have other women. And the guy who comes to you, gets on one knee and says, baby, I want you to be my only one. I'm going to give you all my attention. You give her all your attention, she pulls back. But you go to a concert, tens of thousands of them are screaming for the same guy.
Okay, so he brought up a very interesting thing about the attention thing. So I want to touch on that really quick. So for you personally, when you are dating someone, where is the line that's drawn if a person is giving you too much attention? Or is there a line for you personally?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there is definitely a line. Okay, for example, if, you know, maybe he's moving a little too fast. Okay. Right? Like, it's, you know, 3 dates in and he's like, oh, I want you to be my girlfriend. Okay. Okay, like that may be like, you sure? Like, that's telling me, like, you don't have other shit going on.
Not other
options. Not even just other options, but like, you know, you don't have like a nice social life you want to continue being a part of. Hold
on. You can still be a part of your social life and just having a girlfriend.
No, I know. But sometimes like people, okay, I'll take it from me personally. When I'm like involved in a big ass like great group of friends, we're going out every weekend. I don't really want to be in a relationship. You know, like yes, you can have both for sure. You can. It should never be one or the other. But a single lifestyle is a single lifestyle, and that looks a certain way. That is a certain way. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think going back to your question, I don't know exactly like when it gets to that point, but you can feel it. You can feel it. Just like you can feel when a girl is getting a little too clingy or like a little too crazy.
True.
You can feel it. And then that sense that gives you like a little like sense that tells you like, all right, pump the brakes just a bit.
Okay, so you don't want a guy to be all about you.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I want a dude who is obviously interested in me and is all about me, but like, you know, is he like a pushover or does he not care about all his other shit?
Gotcha.
And does he only want to cater to me?
So you don't want a caterer that's to you type.
I want a dude who's independent, who's got his own who's got his own thing, who's not afraid to say, nah, I can't hang out with you tonight because I have other commitments. That's a dude who's, very, very like firm in himself.
Okay.
Gotcha. I think, I'm
glad I got that out of you.
I think the nice guy that he is, quote unquote talking about or portraying is like that pushover, pussy who's like, who would cater and do everything to a woman, give her everything that she wants.
The extreme. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
A guy can be a nice guy and a good stand-up human being and treats a woman correct without all
being
that other nonsense,
Gotcha. Okay.
But she said she's wanting a fairy tale. How's that a fairy tale? You have to compete with so many other women that want the same thing. Shouldn't you be going for the guy who wants you? Shouldn't you be going for the guy who pays attention to you? When she's at a concert, the guy doesn't even know who she is. Just think about it, bro. When a woman is at a concert, throwing her bra up to the singer.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Look, this is my man right here.
I do have a pushback on that because obviously it's about music and it's about someone who's famous.
Different.
That is slightly different. But I still at the same time do see what he's talking about.
Yeah, okay, like for example, if you're at a club, okay, you and I are dating, let's just say. We're at a club and then we're at the same table as like someone who's not famous or anything like that, but obviously someone who owns the table, he's got money.
Status.
And I'm over here like I have my boyfriend with me, but I'm looking at this dude.
Yeah.
That sometimes happens.
Got you. Yeah.
And at that point, that's the girl's issue. You need to be doing something about that.
Yeah.
Like that's a personal thing. You know what I mean? Like what kind of girl you have next to you is the real question. But yeah.
Hold on. I gotta touch on this really quick.
Yeah.
Because you said this earlier and I didn't catch it.
Okay.
You said the type of girl. But these videos and these data shows us that it's not necessarily a type of girl. It's like majority of girls, and it's like a girl nature kind of thing.
Yeah.
Would you agree or disagree with that?
No, I think I definitely agree with that. Okay. Like, especially, it depends on, like, where you're living, what age group you're in.
Yeah, okay.
I definitely do agree with that. It is majority of girls these days. I hate to say that about my females. I hate to say that, but it's true.
Okay.
And I think deep down, females know that about ourselves, A little bit, subconsciously.
That's good.
The guy doesn't even know who she is. He's not paying attention to her. And that gets her going even more.
Oh, God.
So who do you believe? You believe what they say or what they do? Go look at concerts. Go watch videos. And watch how these women are screaming, yelling, screaming the guy's name that doesn't even know she exists. This guy, this singer that she's screaming his name. I love you. Oh, my God, Trey Songz. Oh, my God, Maluma. Oh,
okay,
my
wait,
God,
pause this real quick. Okay, obviously he's talking about a concert, whatever.
Yeah.
But don't guys kind of do the same thing with like Instagram models? Like, give me like.
Okay, hold on.
Give me like somebody like a woman who's obviously like hot, sexy. That guys like go out. Kylie Jenner, fuck it. She just like one of the most famous girls like nowadays, right? So you're saying that guys don't do this with women that are like Kylie? Of course they do. Of course they do. You'd be lying if you say no. Guys have fantasies just like girls have fantasies. And it's always about someone who's a little bit more like elevated,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you.
No. I'm just trying to think about it in my head because those situations are different. Obviously, so I mean,
and these two, right? What he said.
Yeah. That's why I said I would push back on the famous person of the what do you call it, the musician, because obviously that's like a vibe, that's like a feeling. Even if I go to like a fucking, it would have to be like Michael Jackson because but he dead right now. So
Yeah.
it would have to be someone that's so significant to me
Yeah.
that I'd be like, oh shit, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't mean I'm in love with the person. That doesn't mean that I'm like fantasizing sexually about the person. So that's the only pushback I would give to him.
Yeah,
about
but
that.
you know, I don't know. I think girls fantasize, or girls tend to go after men who have status,
Yeah.
money, good looking, he's got options, all of that stuff, right? I think it's the same with guys too.
No. I'm telling you right now, no. If
You're
a woman,
saying you want a regular old
no. I'm not
Okay.
saying I want a regular, but for us, have you ever played video games?
Not really.
Never in your
Maybe
life?
like when I was like really, really young.
Fuck. So I can't even use the analogy that I'm about to, but basically, if there was stats of a woman like I don't know, attractiveness,
Right.
Money, whatever, career, whatever. We would put, and we had 100 points to put them in different stacks. We would max out attractiveness first, and then put the rest where they may.
Okay.
For majority of women that I see, and throughout what I do with this, I see that it's more about status, it's more about money,
Yeah.
it's more about power, and less about looks.
Yeah.
So for women, it's a little bit more balanced, but for men, it's all about attractiveness.
Yeah, I think that kind of like makes it a little worse though. Like, because there's always gonna be a more attractive person than someone. There's always gonna be. Like I may be very attractive to my partner, but Kylie Jenner is obviously way more attractive than I am.
And that's why we like, Pokemon trainers. We got to catch them all.
Oh, you gotta see, that's the issue. I'm now thinking just because you said that statement, men are the issue, not women. Because it's the thing, if men is really all about sexiness, attractiveness, there's too many fucking competition. No wonder girls have to go after a dude with fucking money and success. Guys are over here chasing the fucking next ass that they see who's like good looking.
Let's continue the video, and then we can talk about that a little bit.
I love you so much. He doesn't even know she exists. But you, that gives her your attention, your time, takes her on dates, she doesn't even know you exist. How is that? How is that a fairy tale? How is that what you really want? You don't want a fairy tale. You want drama. That brings me to my third point. Women are addicted to attention. So I had a guy DM me a few days ago. He sent me a DM, which I'm going to show, right? And he said, hey man, one of your videos really helped me out. This girl, was playing games with me and she didn't really want to hang out and I called her out on it. He then sends me a screenshot of the girl admitting to this on her Snapchat. The girl goes and says, oh, sorry, basically, I didn't really want to hang out. I just wanted to use you for attention. As bad as that sounds.
Yeah.
How is that a fairy tale? You talking to a guy who's trying to give you his attention, but hey, nah, his attention is not enough. You want every guy's attention.
Is that true?
That is a fucked up human being, the female. She's a fucked up human being.
Okay.
I don't think
I think that was an extreme example.
That was okay, but I have seen that being done to to some of my guy friends before, and I'm telling you, it's straight up.
Some of your we'll talk about that a little later.
I've seen it being done. I mean, I hear talk between like my guy friends to their other guy friends. Like I've been in those guys guy groups that I hear these kinds of conversation, and that is a struggle with them. Like they, these girls are literally vicious nowadays, and I will agree with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do agree. Girls like attention.
Well,
We do.
Well, not like. I think love and addicted.
I think the word he said was addicted.
Exactly.
Yeah, we like attention, but that is a testament to her character.
Okay.
Not about the fact that just generally girls love attention. That's really a testament to her character. That's a fucked up situation.
Okay. Now, to summarize this video, out of all the things that he discussed, do you resonate with those or you don't? It seems like throughout the video you resonated with it overall, but you necessarily disagree with like some of the smaller points.
I would probably think what I really resonate with, I think, this one is a really good one too. Like, when women are addicted to attention, I think that's very true. I struggle with that a lot of the times too.
Okay.
Where I subconsciously am looking for attention from just different guys. Like I'm not intentionally doing it, but subconsciously in me, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't want someone's attention. You know what I mean? So this really resonated with me. And, you know, I think the point that he was making a little earlier, sometimes women want something completely different than what they actually put out.
Yeah. And I think
that's true.
I think the overall takeaway from me and for most guys, if you're watching this video, is pay attention to actions and not words.
I like that. I really like that.
Yeah.
Can I give a takeaway
Go ahead.
to somebody? Okay, if you're a dude, I'm telling you that I'm gonna go back to the same thing. Like, you know, you don't have to be a fuckboy to get a girl. And here's the thing. You can be a nice person. A nice dude does not mean being a pussy.
Yeah.
A nice dude is like someone who will treat a woman correctly.
Okay.
You know, treat her fairly.
Okay.
But yes, pay attention to the signs. And literally leave a girl if like she's showing you like toxic behaviors. That's not something that guys should also.
Yeah.
I feel like guys sometimes also tend to like bask in toxicness as well.
Okay, gotcha.
You know?
Well, yes, but I'm gonna leave that for a discussion for later on. Where can they find you?
What do you mean? Instagram?
Yes.
Instagram at Belladima.
Your address.
My what?
I said your address. No, where can they find you? Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah, at Belladima 2_. He's gonna link it below.
All right. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow her on Instagram, the link will be in the description below. Join the Patreon army. I'm out. Peace.